Hello guys and welcome to the channel. I'm Jimmy and today we're going to look at the Black Library releases, mainly the Commissar Raine model, because as an Imperial Guard player, kind of, piqued my interest, so we're going to have a look to see if Commissar Raine is going to be worthy to take on the battlefield. So without further ado, let's get to it. So, introducing Commissar Severina Raine. Attention guardsmen, in less than a week, Warhammer and Games Workshop stores worldwide will be playing host to the annual Black Library celebrations, and this year's event has something for all the fans of the Astra Militarum, which of course is the new guardsman. New Commissar, sorry. So, yeah, let's break it down, let's have a look at her. So she seems to be getting her own novel, to sort of coincide with the release of the tabletop miniature. Or this was a new novel that was coming out and the model is sort of to coincide with the release of the novel. Play off the two. Honor Bound follows on from a series of short stories Rachel has written over the last year or so and introduces Commissar Raine and her soldiers to the long form fiction. As well as reading the novel, you'll be able to lead Raine to victory on the tabletop with a glorious new resin citadel miniature launching alongside the book. Not a big fan of the resin models, if I'm honest. If there's resin part of a plastic kit, then fair enough, but as for actual resin models, I'm not really a big fan. I think most people remember Failcast, which is one of those critiques that Games Workshop, I suppose, has to put up with. Even better, the model comes with characterful rules that reflect Raine's armaments and command style. So if we would delve down and look at her rules first, and then we can go back and see what Games Workshop makes of what they think of it really. So let's have a look at her rule set then. So Commissar Severina Raine. She's got a movement of 6, a weapon skill of 3, a ballistic skill of 3, strength 3, toughness 3, 3 wounds, 3 attacks, 3s across the board, leadership 8, and then a save of 4+, meaning she must have carapace armour or something along those lines. She is equipped with penance and everfall. Only one of these models may be included in your army. So penance is 12-inch range, pistol 1, strength 4, -1, 1 damage. Everfall is, well, melee, strength user, so strength 3 essentially, -1, 1 damage. Aura of Discipline. Astra Militarum units within 6 inches of a friendly Commissar can use the Commissar's leadership instead of their own. Summary Execution. The first time an Astra Militarum unit fails a morale test during the morale phase, whilst it is within 6 inches of any friendly Commissar models, you can execute a model. If you do, one model of your choice in that unit is slain and the morale test is re-rolled. Do not include the slain model when re-rolling the failed morale test. And then she has her own special rule, so regular Commissars get that. Leading from the front. Friendly Astra Militarum units within 6 inches automatically pass morale tests, whilst this model is within 1 inch of an enemy model. Okay, as I was reading that, I was kind of like, ooh, within 6 inches they automatically pass morale tests. That's pretty good if you had a big blob of guys. And then he says within 1 inch of an enemy model. So really what they're wanting you to do with Raine is throw her forward, get her into combat. My only issue with that is if you're throwing her in and getting into combat, you don't really have many combat units in the Imperial Guard army. So if you're using normal Imperial Guardsmen, well, you're playing Guard wrong in my opinion. If you're throwing them full on in, unless you're doing the Catachan thing and you make them all stupid strength and throw them in, then fair enough. She doesn't actually have a faction keyword from what I can see, so that means you could use her in a Catachan army quite easily. If you're playing match play or a game that uses points limit, Severina Raine costs 36 points, including war gear. Interesting, then keywords and a faction keywords. Okay then, so let's see what Games Workshop think of it, and then I might just have a look at her against a normal Commissar. So, let's see, where does it start here? Raine serves as a Commissar in the 11th Antari Rifles, an Astra Militarum regiment assigned to the Bale stars, where a sinister chaos cult known as the Sighted threaten the Imperial's rule. As the secrets of the Sighted come to light and illuminate the darkness of Raine's troubled past, she must cling to the Commissar's creed and have faith that the Emperor will bring victory. So how does she compare to a regular Commissar? Well, yeah, there we go. Her carapace armour gives her a slightly better save, and a signature bolt pistol. Okay, so they spelled that wrong in the rules then. Has a handy -1 AP, perfect for bringing the Emperor's wrath to the heretics and aliens alike. As well as the typical Commissar abilities, Raine has a Bestoke ability, leading from the front, which reflects her gun-ho nature and makes nearby Astra-Militarum forces immune to morale tests whilst Raine is within 1 inch of an enemy model. This makes her perfect for leading a force of elite troops like veterans and Tempesta Scions to get up close with the enemy, just the way she fights in Rachel's stories. So yeah, so the leading from the front is within the inch really. Raine's datasheet comes in the box, but if you're eager to start playing a force around her now, you can download it straight away. You can also use Raine in Kill Team. Okay, in Kill Team she's probably going to be pretty good, or at least be better than a regular Commissar, because of the close quarters and the -1 on a bolt pistol is going to help as well. She'll be available to order as well to pick up in your local Warhammer store next Saturday alongside Honor Bound and the rest of the Black Library Celebration release. Okay then, so if we bring back up her data sheet, and then I think I'll have a quick look at her when it comes to pipping her off against a normal Commissar. And then I might actually look, because she's 36 points, might actually look at Lord Commissar as well, because I'm pretty sure Lord Commissar is 35 points. So we'll find out. So, I paused the recording briefly to bring up the Commissar page. It is from the index, but having a look at the codex, which I've actually got this side of me, looking through the codex, looking at the index, the stats haven't changed for the Commissar or the Lord Commissar, and quite handily, both of them are on the same page on the index as well, so I've got one above the other. So, yeah, again, quick look at her stats: 6, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 8, and then a 4+, a weapon with the -1s, but then 1 damage each, and her 36 point value. So really, she's a Commissar, so we'll put her up against the Commissar first. Commissar's now at 16 points a model, so for 20 points cheaper, and you're getting more or less the exact same thing for your points, because all she has really is 1+ on her armor save. You've got a special weapon for her in Everfall for a sword already, which is only -1. For 4 points, I can make that Commissar 20 points. Give him a power sword, which is the exact same stat line, but a -3. Or alternatively, for an extra 8 points, well, not for an extra 8 points, an extra 4 points on top of the power sword, so 8 points in total, you can give him Power Fist. And looking at the Power Fist stats, because I can never remember them, it's ×2 strength, so making him strength 6, -3, so already same as a power sword, but then D3 damage. Yep, granted it's unwieldy, so you're subtracting 1 from the hit rolls, but he's still hitting on 4s, which I think is pretty good for a Commissar. So then you're looking at it and it's like, is she really worth her points? And then you could argue as well with a Lord Commissar that he's a point cheaper. He gets a 5+ invuln, and he gets the 4+ save. Not only that, he gets an extra wound as well, and an extra leadership. His weapon skill and ballistic still become 2, and then you've got the power sword. So Everfall essentially gets null and void then, because you've got -3, and they've made a mistake in the index actually, because power sword is apparently 0 damage. Impressive. Well, we all know it's 1 damage. So yeah, and then you got the stock bog standard bolt pistol. So is she worth taking then? looking at her rules next to a Commissar, hell, you can even give the Commissar a plasma pistol, and it's -3 1 damage, or you can overheat it because you've got the wounds to sort of, you know, take the mortal wound for him to overcharge it. So again, it's really worth it. Is paying them 20 points extra worth it? I personally no. I think I'd rather take a Commissar, take a power sword, take a plasma pistol, then that makes him 9 points more, which would make him 25 points, and she's 36 points. You can pretty much get a Commissar kitted out and 2 guardsmen, almost a 3rd guardsman. Like, I know guardsmen ain't going to change anything, but in that matchup of Raine versus a Commissar and 2 guardsmen, I'm going to take the guardsman to win every time, or the Commissar to win any time, and then he's got 2 people as backup essentially. So yeah, I personally don't think it's worth it all that much. Leading from the front special rule is it's okay, but it's nothing to scream home about. If I've got my Imperial Guardsman anyway, in combat I've been charged, or I'm playing my guard wrong, like I said earlier. So I don't think 36 points for me personally is enough to take her. If she was 26 points, make her 10 points cheaper, then I'm in the realm of okay, yep, she's 10 points more than a Commissar, but she's already kitted out and she's got the special rule. Then I can make him 9 points more, make him 25 points with the power sword and the plasma pistol. And then I'm weighing up my options, seeing which one's better. Maybe then she would be better because of the leading from the front. It'll be very handy to have her in the back line. And if you do get charged, that passing morale test, especially if you're sat on an objective, could save you bacon more than once or twice. 4+ armor save. Again, I could probably understand 36 points if she had a 5-up invuln as well, had a refractor field. Again, that might have made her worth her points. But how she currently stands, I think this is going to be a release I'm probably going to miss. I can't see myself personally going out and spending £20-25 on a model that I'm probably not going to use as her. I think I'd prefer to add an extra, say she's £25, I'd rather add an extra 30 quid and get a Lehman Russ, heavy weapon squad, 10 guys, and the bog standard Commissar. That's just my opinion. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you have liked what you've seen today, or if you play Kill Team and you think to yourself, do you know what? Yeah, screw it, I'll spend the 20 quid, I'll go out, I'll buy her, I'll play her, I'll use her for rules, I'll throw in whatever army. She could probably be with a 9 squad of Bulgrims, if Bulgrims have the, I should tell have the keyword. So yeah, anywho, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and thank you. Good day.